Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 1812. We are the south of Leipzig, and we have a great 4v4 combined arms game. We have me, Mr. MC Christ, as Russia. We have Isaiah Parker as Great Britain. We have Crystal Gaming as Russia. We have Grim Reaper as Austria, and that makes up our coalition alliance. Then we have Lagoon as the Netherlands. We have Solitary Cheese as France. We have We as France, and Nunchucks as France. That makes up our Imperial alliance. For those of you that don't know what combined arms is, there is a brief description of it. I can just pop up on screen because I am too lazy to explain it. Anyways, making up our players, I am the artillery player. We have Isaiah Parker as UK as an infantry player. Then we have, all the way at the back, Grim Reaper as our cavalry player. Then we have Crystal Gaming as another infantry player. Now, two things to take into account is many people playing this game on both sides. Actually, no, on my side, actually. All three of them. This is like one of their first couple games of playing combined arms. And also Grim Reaper, he's my mate IRL, and it's like one of his first ever games as well. So like, you know, people still getting their bearings, and it's interesting how it plays out, but it really shows why this game mode heavily relies on communication and working in coordination with each other. Going over army compositions. For the 72 pounds, we have taken a 6-pound horse hardy, 3 10-pound unicorns, a Tushin's battery, another 12-pounder, another 12-pounder, and I think that's about it. Yeah, that'd probably be it. Then for our 10 infantry, we have 2 17th Jaegers. They're going to be my quick foot troops. They're just secure ground that I want really fast when I need it, where I need it, when I want it. Then we just have all the rest are elites, I'm pretty sure. We have Ismailovsky Lifeguard Battalion. The Semenovsky Guard Battalion. 2 Pavlos Grenadier Battalions. They also have Inspire behind them. And the Barahensky Guard Battalion. These geezers. And yeah, that'll pretty much be it. Nothing too interesting, but yeah. I'll go over the British. It's probably going to be heaps of foot. Yes, and that's the way to go. That's really what you want. Just heaps of foot. Heaps and heaps of foot. Got a couple fencibles to back them up there. That's right. Got about a good 8 or 9 fencibles there. Got his elites. Another fencible. So probably 10 fencibles. A total of like good 20 infantry, foot battalions, and then your 2 thingy majiggies. That's probably all the 32 slots. Or however many he can take. Got Duke of Wellington. Oh yeah, by the way, I got Beat Your Braggerton. Old mate doesn't really know how to set up his cavalry, but it's fine. We kind of just told him just make blobs, and you'll kind of get the gist. But yeah, the standard is, the rules are, sorry, it's 4 heavy cav, 4 lancers, and then 8 of whatever else. So he's gone for some dragoons and I don't know. And I think he accidentally may have taken only 3. I don't know. I think he took the 4 heavy cav, so he took it right. That's fine. for our other infantry player. Oh, here we go. Boom gates down. Got the Moscow Musketeers, the Germans at the front with more Moscow Musketeers. So good shooting at the front. Bunch of Grenadiers to back that up. He's got a bunch of Jaegers on the flank. He's got some inspiring troops here. Yep, for elite / grenadiers. More grenadiers and even more like elite / grenadiers. So it's solid. He got Mikhail Kututsov. Anyways, as all these games are, it's all about LOC, and we are looking at whatever town that is. Mecklenburg, and then I don't know how to fucking say that. That's kind of racist. Anyways, I've already started off with my unicorns from the get-go. Got the 12-pounders going, moving more 12-pounders in place, and I am just guessing from where they spawn. I'm just pummeling random areas, hoping to just get lucky hits. And we'll see what damage we can do. Now, for the enemies, our opponents, I'll start off on the far right. Oh, that's again going a bit racist there on the far right. Alright, we got David Hendrik Chassel. I don't fucking know how to say it. That is Lagoon, and he is the artillery player. If I'm certain by the numbers, yep, should be. And then we have, I don't know the French. We're going to kind of have to see with where the general sticks around because it is 3 French. But I know Solitary Cheese is an infantry, We is the cavalry, and Nunchucks is another infantry. So I assume it'd probably either be Napoleon or Ney that'd be the cavalry. And we just got to see where the generals stick, and then we can kind of figure it out as we go. Anyways, they're getting close really fast, and they know that they have to push us because we have 2 players that are super far behind. One being Cav, but still a whole infantry we're lacking. And I just try to make good use of my cannons and really push them away, but you kind of see how it goes. We really need our Cav up on our flank here. We is pushing his cavalry far behind our lines because he knows there's going to be nothing to my side here. They are also pushing and running the famous Van fucking Bilveld Horsardi. So they're rushing that up. They find it. I think they find a really good spot here that kind of looks at our flank. But yeah, they go in for a couple early charges. I prevent that from happening. They obviously don't want none of that. I respond super fast, super aggressively. And yeah, I don't know why he went for another charge. I think he was thinking he could see a gap, or maybe want to charge the square if they were closing up again. But yeah, I think I had to protect that side as well. Then our cavalry player goes in for a charge across the hill here. The heavy cav going in against the lancers. Some Mamelukes coming in, some Uhlans coming in as well. He has to take those Uhlans out. They can't stay in combat long, but he's lucky because he got the Cuirassiers there, which break these units of cavalry. So he's coming back to bringing... Oh no, he's not. Oh no, yes he is. He's just massing cavalry over here, and then he's going to go for a push on the cav. But yeah, these early cav engagements can be super deadly and super costly. I think making use of the little bit of river/forest here, and it's kind of a barrier to slow them down. But oh my god, going in for a charge in the back. And the Cuirassiers, I think that fucks them up. Doesn't kill too many, no. The Dragoons come in to stop that from happening. The Lancers are coming through. Onto the Dragoons. Yep, good blow on them. And it seems to be an all-out fucking... Oh no. No charge. Oh, it's a feign. Get a couple shots off. Nice couple kills on all these units here just from the shooting. It's great. But yeah, I've just been doing work slowly, just punishing them for standing here. And I think you'll see the numbers rack up slowly with just all these kills. It's only artillery. All these death lines so far. So for now, it's all about who has the bigger penis, I assume. Who has more horses. Here we're on for a big old Lancer charge onto some unsuspecting Dragoons in the forest. Oh, and they turn their backs. Tragedy. Those Dragoons are pretty much done for. Really strong first initial blow. Pulls them out perfectly. Barely lose fucking any. Backs it up with what? His own Dragoons? And then has his reserve cuirassiers gone in for maybe a third wave. This is great. Backing it up with his own cuirassiers. Reserve cuirassiers come in. So what seems to have happened is the Cav won on the left, but lost on the right. Either for either side. Semi-even trades. Yeah, it looks about like 3 units either side have run away. I've begun to, I think, yep, get some great enfilade shots. Yep. So it kind of prevents them from standing there in the open claiming that ground. I'm just really grateful, not grateful, but I'm just really lucky that this player here, I think it was Solitary Cheese, wasn't pushing me. He was kind of just standing there taking the blows, and I kind of decided to look for random units, and at one point in the game I decided, oh, let me just make sure that every unit is under 300 men. I mean, under 230 men. I mean, under 200 men. And you kind of see that happen. Anyways, on my flank here, we have my teammate. What's your name again, buddy? Isaiah Parker. He is, I think, up against Nunchucks, who is the other infantry player, and they form this crazy, like, left hook. And it really kind of goes across the whole map. The play zone. Because eventually, here we go, Russia is finally coming in. Crystal Gaming. So, we've been really fortunate. Our Cav has been able to hold pretty strong grounds. It's semi-favourable to us, is high grounds. I think we do want to eventually push for the town, but it depends on what the other French player is going to do. The thing is, I think Solitary Cheese starts from here and connects all the way to here. Yeah, and then Nunchucks is this entire side here. But yeah, I'm kind of stressing out because I really, yeah, he eventually does replace it, but I told him, like, can you replace my elites with your foot battalions? So I've kind of mess him up a little bit because I've had his entire army stretched this whole giant U shape here. So his center of morale is going to be really fucked as soon as Nunchuck starts attacking, because he's basically versing 1.5 players now. And what kind of needs to happen in retrospect, I really should have seen it earlier, is our Russian player Crystal Gaming should have started coming in behind my 12-pounders. The meeting point between the two armies should have been the 12-pounders. These units here really mess up the morale for over here.
Our general is under attack.
Anyways, so the rule for artillery, I think as you saw on screen, is you're only allowed 3 howitzers. So I'm really fortunate as Russia, I have the 3 10-pounders. But he has 3 7-pounders, which can still deal some pretty strong damage. And he's actually working away at my general as we speak from his howitzers. And it's unintentional gen sniping, but that's just the nature of howitzers. Must be really scary being these Russians, marching over all these corpses of horses and men, all mangled together, cut up, and stabbed, and trampled. A bit mushy, a bit mushed into the dirt, maybe. You know, it's like one dead body could have had like 100 horses just run over it, you know? It's kind of fucked up what happens to it at the end of that. Well, enjoy the show, boys. You're in for a lot. I forget where I'm targeting really, and Czech has done the right thing and just kind of decided, yeah, I'm going to, if I'm standing here, I'm at least going to thin out my army. So he's done the smart choice there. Nunchucks should have responded earlier with those Jaegers, because losing a lot there. He has extremely thin lines as well. It's very impressive. It's like one-upping UK in a way, because they're known for their super thin lines. It's strange because it's as if he's responding to artillery fire, but there is no artillery fire over here. All my artillery fire is concentrated from here to here. It's not a huge area it can look through, you know what I mean? And like, most of it can only target this stuff. This is like untouchable unless it's like I use my howitzers, obviously. But yeah, so the Netherlands have started to set up on that hill I saw before, because it does attack our flank very nicely. And I think some trading begins. He's already taken out one of my guys. But yeah, I think I already took out 2 of these. A trick with Arty is you really want to go down to eye level. You want to make sure there's no hills in the way in front of them. And then when you're counter artying, you kind of want to aim a little bit, probably like 10 meters ahead or like 10 meters behind, and just kind of go back and forth of increments of 5, further forward and further back, until you kind of find a sweet spot of where a cannonball might skip or a cannonball might consistently fly just directly through and over. So it's pretty nice. So yeah, we've taken this building here on the far right once again. Haha. Nice farmhouse, can hold 151. This part of the map here, this dense forest with a little bit of a road as well and a little creek. I think there's some interesting plays that happen, so I'll try not to miss that. But yeah, you can already see some sneaky dragoons coming through the back. And we do forget about that. Like, I don't think any of us notice it. Actually, I think we do. Yes, we do. We do, for sure. I think I panic a lot, and I'm always checking the minimap because I'm an Arty player, and I really don't want Arty to come out of nowhere and just fucking yoink my shit. But yeah, as you can tell, I've decided, fuck it, I'm going to start making sure every unit's... Oh no, not yet, but yeah, I kind of start the trend soon when you look at it. But I've just decided I have nothing really to shoot at. Just going to go target one unit in particular. Oh yeah, and these were elites. They have Inspire behind them. They're like line infantry, but they have Inspire. So I think that's why I purposely targeted them with all my units. cool. Anyways, line fighting begins on this side here. I think, yeah, these are my units here. So I begin to tell Crystal Gaming, alright, you have to start stretching to my side. And I don't know exactly if I said it, but I think I implied it. But instead, it looks like he's going in for a charge. Oh no, he does. It's a good charge, but shouldn't run through there because you're bottlenecked. That's okay though. Interesting. So the French were coming up on the hill. Russians had a pretty decent defensive position. Now it's taken the proper crest of the hill. That's nice. And also, I think, hoping to shoot them in the back. Yeah, he's getting a couple of shots off there. That's a difficult point for the French to assault because you're going to get stuck going through there. The forest and you're downhill, you know, as you're going uphill. But yeah, this stretches all over the map. For some reason, I think there's like a emergency platoon set up to the left side here because our British player was stressing about his left because obviously, look how big and thin the French are. They really want to envelop. But the French decide to back off as soon as they see, I think, the Russians coming this side. Yep. So 2 problems. Again, it's back to... It's both our infantry players. We have morale split to this side here with nothing really backing it up. Except for my Pavlovsk, I think. And probably, hopefully, some cavalry of sorts. I don't know. But yeah, it's the same for the British player as well, of just being too far stretched. I imagine it would be happening a bit to the French player, Cheese, Solitary Checker. I mean, Solitary Cheese. I just keep microing my Jaegers, because obviously I have less units to micro, so I have just extra time to do shit like this. And I'm basically just pissing this player off here. Probably it's Checker. Hard to see the reserves exactly, but yeah, there are lots of grenadiers from the Netherlands. He probably has all his elites as well. So yeah, this is really nice. Our cavalry player pushes these guys, these sneaky little bastards away. I think these are... Oh no, they are dragoons. And then, yeah. Yep. Stop them. Yep. Very good. I'm still skirmishing like a little bastard. I think I'm getting a bit greedy and losing a lot of men. And also he's focus firing his artillery here as well. Poor guy. Oh, I think I'm doing it here now where I'm just deciding I'm going to shoot any random unit. I actually have been. I don't know. But if you just look at the field, these guys haven't even shot a single shot and they've just lost all these men. Not many, but still, it's a decent amount. Oh, I got a fucking great hit in there. Oh no, I don't even think that was me. That might have been me, but could have also been friendly fire. I really don't know. Could have been either. Gotta get a slow-mo replay on that one. But anyways, the French push from the kind of not so great position. The only thing they have going for them is the fact that there's forest here covering them. But they do have the high ground. There's a bit of a cav-on-cav engagement going on here. At the same time, they're microing the cav back here. There's two Mamelukes and Hussars. Jesus Christ, I don't even know how they got them behind there. But I hope that player notices soon. Our cav player does not notice them. Yes, and that is not good for us. That's terrible, and I think we're so fixated on the micro here. We do defeat them, I think. We should. But no, we probably do lose the cav back here. He's already lost that unit. Oh, this is interesting. No way. The French, for whatever reason, here we go. They definitely charge these guys down now, and then what? They charge in the back of them. I think it's just Austrian cavalry is just so powerful. Oh, it's the reserve courtesy is stuck in that. Jesus Christ. Infantry charging through that flank there. Losing the Dragoons over here while the Uhlans come in very tired, super winded. Running away. Oh, the Mamluks. They're very tired themselves. They're shaking, they're winded. They're so far behind the enemy lines. They're all by themselves. They probably don't have it in them. They probably don't have it in them. They're wavering. There's more cav coming to back that up. More cav coming to back that up. Super heavy engagement over here. And I think it's really hard to tell what's going on. But what? He's lost his general. Oh, his general accidentally charged into this melee here and died. Somehow the Cologne attack managed to kill Karl Schwarzenberg. Sad day. And in response, all the Austrian cavalry starts breaking, I imagine. He even charges back the Mamelukes. So it is a very sad day for the Austrians. It's going to be hard to recover from this. You still have reserve crusaders coming through. They're very tired, but they're bloodthirsty. Karl Schwarzenberg's bodyguard. They know what's up. That time has come. And that's the last one. He'll let everyone know what happened this day. So that whole flank there of the Russians, I think we're just holding on, but we do have to be concerned about the cav that can now envelop us behind. If you look at what's happening here, we have, again, infantry too far stretched on either side, and they are really attacking us heavy on the flanks, I think. Not so much this side just yet. It's been quite tame. It's been very few line battles, very few trades, as you can tell. I think everyone is kind of focusing their attention on this side. And while everyone's attention is focused, you can see the damage I'm doing, the carnage I'm causing. That's just all artillery fire. I think the French have to pull out, recoup, make up their losses. We do have Napoleon in the thick of it. He is pushing even more, but I think his main front line is very tired. I do wonder. He may... Yeah, he's going to rely on the reserve cruisers for their weight, their mass. But they are only the size of a normal heavy cav now. So I don't know. Austrian cav is still notoriously strong. But they are down to only Uhlans. Yeah, only Uhlans. Dang it. They can do like one nice charge and that's about it. They can't really stay in battle. There's far too many heavy cav to handle. And still fresh, relatively fresh Uhlans over there. Or Lancers. What's interesting though is they really need to use, Crystal Gamers, they're going to use his infantry to block off the retreat of Napoleon. Well, at least attempt to do Napoleon, but mostly his cav. But I think what he can do also is just recoup behind our lines. We don't have anything to really defend ourselves there anymore. Isaiah Parker has now begun to move up and is starting to shoot at France using the great British firepower. The thing is though, pardon me, he has far too thick lines for Britain. It really shouldn't be like 4 thick, at least minimum like 3. Like he could go down to 2 if you're really confident. But yeah, now that Nunchucks is engaged with him, I think Checker sees his opportunity to engage these very few units over the side. And also probably because he knows the morale is going to be stretched across the field. On this side though, we've kind of just gone back to standing still. But we do have to watch out for that cav. There is a lot of cav. My Artie has managed to keep its guns, but it lost all its limbers, lost a lot of men. I have managed to do some work on their Artie. I don't think I'm counter-Artying for the most part. I think I literally just want to target troops, because that's what Artie is there for, just to kill men. Looking at chevrons across the board, I got chevron, couple chevrons, chevron. Well, I did start with 1 chevron, so I have like earned a chevron or a couple on some.
Glorious victory, sir.
There you go.
It's soon to be yours.
And yeah, the closer it gets, the harder my guns are going to hit. This physics. But I'm pretty sure in this engagement here, the French might be able to outshoot the British just because the British are so thick. And they are all losing slightly. Oh no, we got some winning. I even have my Pavlovsk over here just to kind of secure the morale on this side. I ideally don't want them engaged, but I kind of have to. Because I think I was telling, what's his name? Crystal Gaming to come in on this flank. Yeah, work in on that flank, maybe push Nunchucks out because Nunchucks is super thin. We can maybe do some damage, but look at this. Crazy move here. Moving for a running... Yep, massive charge across the board. And we respond with the charge. Not the longest lasting charge. The first wave is most seriously repelled. Some units stick, some actually break, believe it or not. So it's a crazy move by Nunchucks. We really want to start working that flank on Nunchucks now. We're lucky we have the reserves over here. He really, now chucking in his stronger units, weighing the odds in his favour. France will probably win this one here. It's just a beautiful melee all around. And yeah, on the mini-map you can tell cavalry is going to come in from behind very soon. Which is not the greatest thing. It's become very heated on this side of the battlefield now. We've got almost every unit engaged. Finally, these Jaegers doing what they can do best, and let's shoot. Got my Grenadiers in here to inspire and to kill. They do have the advantage of the forest. They have fully crumpled first line. In response, preemptively, we have squared from that cavalry, but he's going to fully engage these squares now because we're going to have less firepower. And then once these squares break, we're going to back it up with the cavalry, so that's going to be kind of fucked. And Duke of Wellington, we did a bit of a rough spot. French now coming in. Yep, got to push in his reserves.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Finish the job. Desperately sending in his fencibles now. Fully untouched, fresh reserves. Can these Scottish troops do it? As soon as this kills. Reserve cuirassiers, gotta do work. Duke of Wellington still has 14 men stuck in the thick of it. Lancers coming in on the back once that square's crumpled, and yep, that is Duke of Wellington gone. All sides crushed in. Cav is too much. The Lancers doing too much work. Really separated the forces now, as you can tell. And all whilst this was happening, I think the French have begun to... oh no. We came down from our heights and are pushing them on their advantage spot, which is kind of silly, but we are doing work on them. I think we can outshoot them. As a last-ditch effort, I chuck in my Lifeguard battalion, but really to no avail. I even have Bagertron nearby, just in case. But it's only just now fencibles that can't even square, can't even fend for themselves. Belay guard. Why am I going up against that? Yeah. British now, what he can do is just unit by unit using mass, can just crumple one unit at a time. It's mostly fencibles. There are some normal troops there. Line and elite. My Pavlovsk and these Jaegers, they did work, but not enough. Not enough to make a huge difference. They've really busted through a hole here, and I think it's the beginning of the end, perhaps. On the other hand, my artillery has had a field day, just target shooting. People standing there, just lending it, you know, just taking it. It seems like Crystal Gaming has now gone for a major push, but he does not have his elites or his grenadiers close by enough, and I feel like it's going to repel on us. Even though Russia is notoriously good in melee, I do have a feeling that the first chance will work too well. Mistaken, it looks like it's working out a little bit. I'm very lucky to have 2 operational guns, with the minimum men required to have 2 operational guns as well, which is 6. It seems to have gone a bit of both ways over here. He is now finally getting his elites in, but he's running them uphill, which they're going to get pretty tired pretty quick. Yeah, they're going to be good.
Our men are running.
I really think he should be like crushing in the left flank, but I don't know if he has enough men there. So I think he's attempting to bust through. Center, yeah. We begin to scramble our forces, take them all out of there, recoup, try to walk back to the guns, and hold the French off from our left flank as much as possible, because Nunchucks can really work his way in now. So Czech has slowly been trying to make leeway over here, but we've got a pretty solid defense stuck up here. So I think Czech is focusing most of his micro, obviously, in this battle here. I'm pretty sure it's we as the artillery player. Yeah, oh no, it's Lagoon, sorry. He has done the right thing and saved his elites and grenadiers up until like the very last moment. So, yeah, once the Russian grenadiers are winded and a bit depleted and whatnot, he can bust through. But I think he's taken them out. I think the Russians might be too much on this side for him, which is great for us, because I think we take that as an opportunity to try and separate them just as much as they're separating us. We just really desperately try to squeeze our forces back. And yeah, the French are not holding back. It seems like, was that my arty? They may have been my arty that just overshot and popped and accidentally killed Mr. Napoleon Bonaparte. What a way to go, Napoleon. The poor bastard. I think that's him there with the grey coat. There he is. The big hat. I'm now sending in my guard battalion desperately. Another sacrificial elite, just to hold them back. It does a lot of damage. For the most part. I'm really worried about the reserve cruisers, obviously. I do have Bagration nearby. They are pushing troops through the town to try and go for my 10-pounder here. I got my 12-pounders cracking. I've lost both guns here from counterfire, but just kind of kept the men behind the windmill. Yeah, I'm getting some crazy canister in here. A lot of friendly fire accidentally. Mostly friendly fire, probably. Little war crimes happening. It's not going too well. And this side, we have fully pushed out the Dutch and the French. And I think we can claim the day on this side, by the looks of it. Yeah, they're going to do a sweeping retreat. I think they're going to retreat back to their guns, which is great for us. Gives us time to recoup, and I think, hopefully, yeah, I can start committing reinforcements to this side, because we really have to work on this side. Because my elites kept these guys in melee, I think it bought me just enough time to send in my Pavlos from behind. Or at least maybe another unit to fend them off here. Oh, that's cheating. I got a really lucky hit on those Grenadiers of Cheval. Lancers running away. They've had enough. Got a nice fucking pop right there. Super, super, super depleted. Going in against relatively fresh guard. That's very nice. Yeah, that's one arty down. I gotta watch out for Bagration. I'm stressing the fuck out, probably. Trying to click him away because I'm like, fuck you, reserve cruisers. My 12-pounder.
Our men are running.
They fuck up and accidentally go into melee. So I get really pissed off about that. I run away these guys into a square, I'm pretty sure. I probably already know that I was like screaming and stressing the fuck out right now because there's cavalry near my guns. So probably making Isaiah Parker's day hell. That's really lucky that crew survived. I really didn't believe it. But I can't really do much with the crew. I can't really get them back on their guns because, you know, the guns are right here. So yeah, we cut our losses. I try to take back my grenadiers and I try to kind of form some sort of flank and hopefully hold on to my 10-pounders because Checker, little solitary cheese, is now advancing his troops on my guns. But I think you're going to see the canister does work. Nah, I don't like it. Shit. Oh my goodness. And they drop. But yeah, the French have a lot to push in on these flanks. I think I desperately get these men on the guns and they fuck up canister really badly, unfortunately. Can I fire this gun? Can I fire? Can I fire? Can I fire? Russians come back to hopefully form some sort of defensive line along here, this axis. But I think after losing most of my artillery crews, we have to really fall back to the main Russian force. And canister fucks up again. A lot of French still coming through here. I think this is a lot of Nunchucks' troops. There's probably still Nunchucks' troops in here. A lot of Checkers' troops. There's pretty much nothing left of the British, really. We do have a very decent sized force of the Russians on this side. but I think we're just too divided.
Our men are running.
Just missed the cavalry though, and yeah, they're gone. That's the last 10-pounder. So what's it looking like now? The fact that troops were once fighting all the way over here, and just listen to it now. Here's some French. But yeah. Troops had to march a really, really, really long way. So the French really want to make sure we can't connect up with our main force. Sorry for that voice crack. That was kind of cute.
Our men are running, sir.
Oof. Oh no. Poor Kutusov. This is not great. They are now facing an artillery hill. Yeah, we're struggling to recoup accordingly because these fucking cav are pestering us. Just got a quick overview of my artillery's work on this day. I think they did a pretty damn good job. A bit difficult for the Russians to take this approach because just the hill, and given the arty just perfect angles on them as well. Not that nice. This 12-pounder got mad canister probably, and then these howitzers are no joke when it comes to canister. Get some nice hits on them. Oh, goodness.
Met alle respect, meneer, dit is een verdomd... Met alle respect, meneer, dit is een verdomd stomme plek om rond te hangen. Val de vijand aan! Ja, heer.
I didn't even realize someone snuck some Russians right next to the 12-pounders here. Oh my goodness. How did no one notice that? But yeah, we fall back down here. I've even still got some crews left. And yeah, I think just to talk about the battle in retrospect, obviously we had a couple new players in my team, but it really does come down to communication and staying coordinated and like linked together, because I think that is what the Imperial team did very well, especially doing kind of sandwich attacks on this side of the map with their cavalry. That was really well done. Breaking the squares, getting the cav to attack in on the back to finish them off. Really, really good coordination there. I think I could have done a better job. Instead of just focusing micro with my arty or like random units, I could have kind of given advice to other players of what to do. And especially I should have been able to notice that Russia could have stretched out, and the meeting point should have been between my triple array of 12-pounders here that I had set up. We'll just see how this game finishes off. I don't even know how Kuchesov survived that. But he says, fuck that, I'm out of there, because a fucking howitzer blew up right in front of my face and killed like 5 guys. And fair enough, mate. Gotta blame you. Pretty sure that's you. Yeah, he's getting out of there. Again, talking about the game. I think the Cav player on our team, old mate, Grim Meeper, the way it's designed is you can have like 4 little Cav blobs that have like, you know, 1 Lancer and 1 heavy Cav in them each. And you can use those as kind of like little offensive flanking forces and whatnot, or forces to kind of break through a certain point. But it's really hard to kind of keep that micro going, especially when you're all over the map as well, because this literally stretched almost from end to end. The fact that we have dead all the way on the boundary over here, going consistently all the way across the whole map. Like, it could have easily, if this line, if you stretch out this line, it would have easily touched the map border over here. Napoleon's bodyguard comes through. I've successfully snuck my 12-pounder crews back to their gun. Or almost. I almost got away with it. This is a great map as well. I think it's a Bolero map. It's a Lord's map, I'm pretty sure. Really good hills, really good angles. I think you saw it with the artillery. Like, I was very lucky with my spawn, where I had most of my arty set up from the get-go. And using the windmills as well is a good guide as to where to shoot from. Because, you know, like, you get a wind mostly at the top of a hill. So windmills are usually at the top of a hill. Really good angles, but I think it came down to just the weird placement of points, and the spawns for us made it really hard to coordinate from the get-go of like where to hold our lines. I think it was much more consistent for the coalition forces. I mean the Imperial forces. So yeah. I'm just going to speed it up now. Poor Jaegers. And there you go. Pretty standard KDs for all the players, but pretty impressive for cavalry actually, getting 1800. Because usually you get 1 for 1, usually like roundabout. But my best performing units, I got my unicorn, of course. 12 pounder did a lot. Another 12 pounder did a decent amount. Pretty good results, except for my horse Artie. For kills from my Artie. Really impressed with that. Really happy with that. Very consistent across the board. My elites doing a great job. And yeah, I think I pulled my weight as much as I could. It's pretty good. KD for artillery. Anyways, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed, and send me more replays. Bye bye.